Hi, I'm author Lin Lustig, and I want art in my books, so I'm drawing it. Come see. Hi! Welcome and welcome back, friends. I have a fun chibi today, in part because it means a lot to me. This is Darynda Jones that I'm going to be drawing. Darynda is another author that I have looked up to for a very long time, and she had the misfortune to meet me at a conference several years ago, and I've not left her alone ever since. Adorably, she follows my newsletter, and one day I don't honestly remember what I was writing about. I was writing about chibis, and I was showing off that, I've started this ream, and I'm almost done with, my pirates and all that fun stuff, all of which is now, somewhat established. But she wrote me back to wish me luck and to encourage me along my way. And I told her I should make a chibi of her. I think when I say, I want to make a chibi of you, people are expecting one of these like really cute kind of Alexis style chibis like I did for all of my writing ponies, which is my writing group. But no, I tend to do silly chibis as well. The end product of this is actually going to be her being attacked by my love, because to be fair, that is her lot in life, is to be attacked by my affections. Part of the story behind that is actually because my aunt, whom I adore, she and my uncle got divorced, and so she was the one that was pushed slightly to the outside because she was not the one that was, blood related. But this woman has been my aunt for like 25 years at that point, and I was like, no, you're my aunt. I can't just no, that's not how this works. But because everything, was odd, I was in, I think, Virginia at the time. I was living in Virginia, maybe. But it was hard to just keep up with family and to stay in touch. And I learned that she was reading this series by Darynda. It's her Charlie Davidson series. It's the one that she won the Golden Heart for, I believe. Darynda, you're welcome to correct me on that. And she told me about it. It sounded great, so I went ahead and read it. And so my aunt and I together just devoured the series. And it gave us this really easy common ground to just chatter about all the wonderful things that we loved in this very sexy, very silly series. Darynda is the author that convinced me that humor belonged in everything. She's also the first individual that I took a class from about writing humor, and I ended up digging into several books about comedy and just how it works specifically in writing, because when you're showing comedy, it's much easier. You have a lot of aspects working for you. You have sound, you have vision. You can manipulate a lot of audience emotions that way. But with writing, you only have these words on a very generic page. And so you need to be able to dig into someone's head and, as I've said before, tickle their brain. And that is harder than you would think. So if you've ever had a book that made you just cackle and legitimately laugh out loud, tell that author, because they want to know that. I want to know that. If you read any of my pirates, please tell me if something makes you laugh. My best beta read was when my friend Regina read through the entire manuscript, and 70% of her comments were just laughing emojis. That was the biggest compliment that I think I've ever had for a book. So you can see why Darynda would be a rather deep inspiration for the kinds of stories that I wanted to tell and the way that I wanted to tell them. She has this wonderful style. She's snarky. She is just great with her character development. And did I mention sexy? Because there's a lot of sexy in there. Real good, guys. Real good. But not overpowered, which I do appreciate. So anyway, since Darynda had some things to celebrate, and since I needed more chibis to draw in a slight lull, I figured, yeah, I'm gonna make this absolutely ridiculous chibi of her and send it along and just let her enjoy. I don't think she'll ever do anything with it. I think I only had two authors that have done things with their chibis. My friend Jen Comfort, who wrote Astronaut and the Star, and What is Love, I think, is her most recent one. She ended up posting it on an Instagram story, the one that I did for her, because it showed off her tattoo and was super cute, because that's what I do. And then the author friend of mine, Callista Jane, who commissioned her thruple, which I should definitely show you a picture of. I'm going to be doing another piece for her, so I'll show you what that's all about then. But she ended up putting the thruple on a postcard and sending it out to all of her subscribers. She also works a lot on Ream and has been having a really fun time sending out physical items. Since I live in Luxembourg, that's a harder hurdle for me at the moment, and I may figure it out if I get a few more subscribers that are really interested in that. But for now, digital products are kind of how I'm gonna focus. I just offered a tier that has the option of getting Discord emojis. Both Discord and Twitter, I guess they work both ways. And I just thought that'd be really fun. I had a chicken that I tested on my own Discord, and it totally worked. It's very silly. It's a little too complicated. It's hard to see that it's anything more than just generally chicken shaped. But learn for next time. But as I wrap up with this wonderful Darynda chibi. I just want to send a big thank you to her because she was an awesome inspiration. She's always been so sweet and patient with me. And this one time I cornered her at the conference and just like sat with her at her table for an hour and chatted because everyone had already bought all her books. Like, this woman sold out and then was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, this is an opportunity. So you know they're a pretty good person when they don't mind as a random fan author comes by and decides we're gonna be friends now. Oh, I don't think I've ever actually, like, quote unquote, given her anything in the friendship, but now with the chibi, I will at least given her some thanks. So let me know if you've read anything by Darynda. She's got several things now. She's got the Sunshine series, and oh, I'm forgetting what her women's fiction one is. Magical women's fiction. But she's got several things to read. So let me know if you read them. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've had other interactions with people that are kind of these idols to you, but then they actually live up to what you're expecting. Like, when it comes to authors, I am less concerned that they're going to, quote unquote, seem one way and then be another. However, I do not want to meet actors because I do not want my mental image of them to be completely spoiled. I just want to pretend that they are great people and have that be that. So there you have it. Those are my rambles for today. That is my chibi on the screen of a nice little Darynda getting totally attacked by love. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, come back soon. All right, see ya.